guys, welcome to What's for Din. My name is Courtney Budzyn and today I'm going to be showing you how to make chocolate molten lava cakes. Oh my goodness, I don't need to even tell you how good these are, but I do need to tell you that they're so easy to make. They're very intimidating looking because they're so beautifully presentable. Anyone can make them, I promise you, they're a lot easier than you think. And once you see how easy they are, you're gonna be making these all the time for the rest of your life. The ingredients you need are very simple. You're gonna need some butter, some bittersweet chocolate chips, high quality, some instant coffee, vanilla extract, flour, granulated sugar, full eggs and egg yolks, and then at the end I just like some powdered sugar, and you can use any berries you want. I have raspberries and strawberries, and that's it. So the first thing we want to do is melt our chocolate chips, our butter, and our instant coffee together. And the way I do this is by putting it in the microwave at 30-second increments until it's completely melted. It's just easier this way to me. I don't have to get a pan out and boil some water, and I like the easy way out. So I'm going to go over to the microwave, do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, my chocolate's nice and smooth and perfectly melted, but we're just going to set this aside while we work on the other ingredients. This is so easy, you guys, it's ridiculous. So if that would stay there, stay. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my sugar and my eggs together in a large bowl, and my vanilla bean paste. And you're just gonna wanna beat this until you get a really light pale color. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, that's the light pale color you're looking for. You don't wanna go too much further than that. So now what we're gonna do is add our chocolate. I'm gonna scoop the sides of my bowl down only because I wanna get every last drop of that chocolatey goodness. Place my spatula on the side. And while I have the hand mixer going, I'm gonna slowly pour this into my egg mixture. Now I will say, make sure that your chocolate is not super, super hot. Otherwise, when you pour this in, it's gonna scramble your eggs and you're gonna have to start all over again. And that would be a total waste of perfectly good chocolate. You don't wanna do that. So I'm just gonna slowly pour this in and mix it until it's all the way mixed. Okay, that's good enough. Now we're going to add our last ingredient. We're gonna add our flour, and I'm just gonna dump that all in at once. And I'm just gonna use my little spatula because you do not wanna overwork this into the batter. You just wanna ever so gently combine it by folding it in. My flour is just combined into my batter, so that batter is completely done. Now we're gonna move on to preparing our ramekins. Now this recipe makes 6 servings, so 6 ramekins, but I'm only gonna do 4. You can refrigerate this and then just make it whenever you want. All you have to do is grease up some ramekins, which I'm about to show you how to do it properly. I'm using these, they're just like a regular pudding cup type Pyrex dish. You can find these pretty much anywhere. I found mine at Kroger, but I like using these instead of the other ramekins, but you can use regular ramekins if you want to. It doesn't really matter. So I have some cooking spray here, and I'm really gonna douse these because you want, when you flip these over, you wanna make sure they come out. So I'm just gonna give them a good spray, being pretty generous. Because like I said, you want them to come out. And then what I did is, it's kind of stupid, but just for extra precaution, I cut these circles of parchment paper. I'm just gonna stick these in the bottom. So, because that's the part that tends to stick the most, is the bottom, because that's where most of the heat is. At least that's what I feel. And then I'm gonna spray it again. Whoa, that one did a flip. Now all we do is fill them up. Those are all filled up. So now all that's left to do is put these in a 450-degree oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. So it depends on how hot your oven runs, but you want to keep an eye on them. If you turn one over and it ends up being too liquidy, just throw the rest back in just for a little bit longer. The longer that you keep it in the oven though, the more cakey instead of lava-like these will become, which is no big deal because otherwise it'll just become a really good chocolate cake. But if you really want that lava-like center, just keep an eye on it. I say about 12 minutes, that's for my oven, but like I said, just keep an eye on it. And you'll eventually figure out your oven, whether it runs hot or cold. But 12 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I had these in the oven for exactly 15 minutes. Like I said, it depends on how hot your oven runs, but mine 15 minutes, and it's absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna show you an easy way on how to do this because you can't exactly touch this. It's really, really hot. So what I do is I take one pot holder, and I place it gently over the top to grip it. Then I place it in this hand so I don't burn my hand off. Then you take a plate, just like that, do a flip. Now you're gonna wanna let this sit there for a few seconds and you'll eventually start to see the sides kind of release. You can kind of coax it by picking it up and kind of moving it around a little bit, but you wanna give it some time and it'll just release on its own. Pull this up like that and grab it. And if there's a crack, don't even worry about it. I like to put some powdered sugar on the top just to give it a little extra decoration, and then just pop a raspberry on top. You can do strawberries, whatever you want, but look at this. Ready? Oh my good gracious Lord. Oh, man. Woo! Woo! Sorry, I'm a little faint. Little faint. Look at that. So stinking good. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and if you do want to recreate this recipe, just look below in the description. I'll list all the measurements as well as the written instructions. And if you do recreate this, please don't forget to tag me on your Instagram photos because I would love to see your recreations. Also, don't forget to subscribe because subscribing is free and I don't want you to miss any of my episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.